so much of it. But don't let me sway your feet. Yeah, parts of it were. Parts of it were. There was like a half hour worth of movies here. And the rest of it was... They managed to make an action movie that didn't really have a whole lot of action. So, okay, it's a character piece. Mm-hmm. Only there weren't really any characters in the movie either.
Yeah.
But short of Harrison Ford, tell me one thing about any of those characters.
Does Raza just suck, or did he really like this movie better than Captain America, or does Captain America... Is it just that bad?
Raza just likes everything.
You sent us to this?
Well, I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either, but it's a boys' movie that was boring.
Were you bored?
Yeah. I was going,
Yeah, like, okay. Like...
Be ready for an Alien 2.
Oh, look, the airplanes are back. Oop, the airplanes sure did take some more people.
2 hour movie.
Oh, the airplanes are back. Yep, still taking people.
Yeah.
Why were they taking people? Why were they taking people? Oh, they were taking people so that the humans would have a reason to go in and stop them in the end. Why were they taking people? Why were the aliens taking people?
They said why.
Why?
They were studying them. The people that were the aliens that were already there were scouts, and they were studying their weaknesses so they could bring back their whole fighters to kill everybody and get pulled. But why were they after you? What, and all she said was...
It's as rare to them as it is to us.
Yeah, but what did they need it for? So that's...
Who was she?
Alien and Cowboys 2?
Where did she come from?
This is going to be a franchise of 6 movies. Maybe 4.
There weren't any characters in this movie, other than Harrison Ford. They kind of gave Harrison Ford a character. But, like, as I was watching this, and I'm like, man, Daniel Craig, the main guy with the thingy on his wrist, he just doesn't have a fucking character. He's just a guy doing things.
He's the lone cowboy.
Okay, well then, who else had a character? It smacks to me, while I was trying to figure out who any of these people were, the only person I could think of who had any kind of character was Harrison Ford. And it smacks to me of, hey Harrison, do you want to be in our movie? And he's like, whatever, I'll read the script. And he comes back and says, this isn't a character. I'll be in it if you write a fucking character for me.
It was Steven Spielberg, right?
Produced it.
Okay, well, there you go. That's why Harrison Ford was in it. He was doing a favor for his buddies.
Yeah. Yeah. And...
Or probably 2 of his buddies, because that guy made motherfucking Iron Man.
You know why Iron Man was so great? Iron Man had fucking characters in it.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't even mean to, like, hate on this, because, like, there were good parts. It wasn't a bad movie.
No, it wasn't.
It just wasn't a good movie. If you're not going to have it be wall-to-wall action, you have to have characters. If you're not going to have characters, you have to have wall-to-wall action. And the first 45 minutes of it were, the airplanes are back. We're going to kidnap some more people for no particular reason.
What were the things inside of the aliens? Why did they die faster?
Why are...
When that kid stabbed him. Why? Why? Why?
Why do they have arms inside of their chests?
Aliens and cowboys.
It's gonna make a shit ton of money. They'll have enough money to make a sequel. I haven't heard of it being a franchise, but yeah, it probably will be.
How much better problem?
Yeah, we should have seen Captain America. Well, it was exactly what the trailers made it look like, and I don't know, I had heard such good things about it that I was like, okay, well, I dig that the trailers...
And the cinema snob dug in?
Loved it. I had, like I said as we were watching, I'm like, yeah, you know, I heard the trailer is only like the first 15 minutes of the movie. And I respect that. I hate movies that give away everything in the trailer. So I'm figuring, okay, the trailer sucks, but that's just because they don't want to spoil anything. I respect that. I think that's a hell of an idea. That's cool. I'm going to finish this movie. I want to go into a movie and not know everything that's already going to happen. But basically it was just a 2-hour version of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's cowboys and they're riding horses. Oh, the airplanes are back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have like those super advanced fucking blowy up gun things. Why are they so concerned about humans? Humans are so insignificant to them that they're like bugs. She specifically said that.
Mm-hmm.
But yet they're kidnapping them and studying them?
Yeah.
But you can just blow them up whenever you want. Why do you have to even get close to them? The only reason they were kidnapping people was so that Daniel Craig would get all upset and have a reason to have the end of the movie.
And he went from one love to another.
Right? And that's what I mean when I say there was no fucking characters, because who is Daniel Craig? What's he doing? They're hinting at him having these character traits, like, oh, he sure loves her, but then, oh, she's dead, whatever, hey, she's hot. And okay, the hummingbird is back at the end. That means she's still alive, right?
She died and then became a hummingbird?
Well, but the hummingbird was floating around his head while he was having the vision thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe it was... No. I was going to say maybe it was Ella? Oh, hello.
Well, no, I think the hummingbird was Ella. That was where I was going with that.
But...
And who was Ella? She was like a different kind of alien?
Yeah.
Why didn't we ever see her people? She takes this form so that we would accept her as a human, only she never actually does anything useful until the very end, when even though she's not around humans anymore, she's still taking human form.
Mm-hmm.
When it seems like it might have been more useful for her to take on another form and not still just be a human.
Now, are her people going to come back looking for her because they kind of killed her?
Tell me one thing about her character. Tell me one thing about her character that didn't have to do with how she looked.
She was an alien.
Okay. That's her character trait. She was an alien. Tell me one thing about Daniel Craig that wasn't he's a cowboy. Tell me one thing about the Doc character other than he apparently owns a saloon and is looking for his wife.
That was his lifelong dream.